Hello.
Then, now,
Bow down to the queens.
Episode number 500.
forever,
Looks like hell froze over.
Without any more further ado,
together.
let's jump straight into the show. Hello, welcome to episode number 8 of the TEW IX Challenge Run. This is going to be ECW for TEW IX Challenge Run. This is going to be ECW for Tuesday, 16th of July, 2024. It's the go-home show for King of the Ring and Evolution. I'm a month and a half, almost, behind at this point. So, yeah, big work dates have been busy and shit. I'm not doing it on purpose. But yeah. Tonight we're going to have the final of the Fight for the Right tournament as Adam Cole faces Brody King, with the winner going on to King of the Ring to wrestle Jey Uso for the ECW Championship. We're also going to have a 6-way featuring, let me see if I can remember everybody in it. It's Karrion Kross, Joe Gacy, Dudley Davis, Pistolero, ZSJ, and Mustafa Ali, where the winner will face Solo Sikoa for the TV title at King of the Ring. We'll also have a tag team championship match tonight, Joman against the Fritz brothers, and Sasha Banks against Sonya Deville. Plus, we're going to follow up from the ending of last week's episode of ECW. Russo's back, but so is Heyman. So, what's going to go on there? Without any more further ado, let's jump straight into the show. Heyman comes to the ring. Holy shit, that gets a 94. A Russo segment got 94. So, he clearly didn't nerf this too badly. Heyman actually hasn't waddled his way down to the ring. We start the show and he's already stood in the ring. He goes, ladies and gentlemen, my name, well, you already know my name. Now, back at WrestleMania 40 in the home of Extreme Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, my tribal chief and yours lost the ECW Championship. And since then, myself and my tribal chief have taken a little bit of a vacation from WWE. We were licking our wounds, so to speak. But now, we sit at home and I hear my phone's blowing up. They say, Paul, what's happened to your baby? What's happened to ECW? And I said, hey, I trust Paul Levesque. You know, I'm sure Paul Levesque shares the same vision of what ECW looks like as I do. But then I hear that it's not Paul Levesque who's running this show. It's one Mr. Vince Russo. That is a name I never, ever thought I'd hear again. I don't know why he's back. He says some higher-up member of the TKO WWE board requested it. I don't give a shit, okay? I'm back now, and I want my show back. Hey, screw that. I want our show back. Jey Uso comes out. And obviously it's a bit weird because it's Heyman and Jey Uso. He says, Paul, long time no see, Us. Last time I saw you, I was pinning your tribal chief's shoulders to the mat back at WrestleMania and winning this. And Heyman goes, Jey, it's good to see you're still reigning strong as the ECW champion here tonight. Good to see that my tribal chief, he helped his cousin out even in defeat, even when he didn't want to help his cousin out. But you, Jey, are running around here not as the ECW champion. No, you're running around here as a want-to-be bootleg, nothing, plastic champion. Because that championship, I don't even like that version of the championship, but I compromised. WWE found it more marketable than the original, so we brought it back. But that championship does not represent the heart and the soul of ECW. That is now the face of Vince Russo bullcrap. Now, when my tribal chief had that championship, that's when it meant something. When Dolph Ziggler had that championship and he scratched and clawed his way to the top, that meant something then as well. Hell, say what you want about the guy, even Warden, that 1 month he had the championship before my tribal chief put his ass in the ground, that meant something. And Jay, when you won that at WrestleMania, it meant something. But that championship, just like this entire whole brand, has gone to crap. And quite frankly, I'm not surprised to see Jey Uso at the front of the crap. Vince Russo then walks out, hey bro, Paulie, first of all, bro, you're coming out here talking all this big game about your show. Last time I checked, my logo's still on the apron here, my logo's still on the Titantron. These people paid tickets to see me and my wrestlers, bro. Not your extremely crappy bullcrap shit, bro. Because those guys, they already been fired. That's a shoot, bro. You are never going to see fat-ass Kevin Owens or those other traitors anywhere near my show ever again, bro. Now, I best advise you, bro, that you get your ass out of my show before I get my security back there to kick you out of my ring, bro. I've got something I need to address with you. 2 weeks ago, my show was the target of a sick attack by a group of fiends calling themselves the Wyatt 7, bro. And Heyman, that's the exact sort of carny bull crap to get me to run away from my show that you'd pull, bro. So I know you are the mastermind behind the Wyatt 7, bro. And Heyman just laughs and goes, me, Paul Heyman, the bloodline, the wise man, leading the Wyatt 7? Russo, let me level with you. I'm not the only person in this company that thinks you're a piece of crap. Okay, I'm not the only person out here who thinks you've killed what made ECW worse than somebody else had previously already done, 18 years ago. But I would never let loose a group of savage fiends like the Wyatt 7 on a show I was looking to regain. Because, Vince, he sort of like closes in, like get up close to him. He starts to go, between you and me, those guys, they're a threat. Between you and me, even the bloodline at our very strongest, even the Dangerous Alliance, hell, even Brock Lesnar couldn't handle the wrath of the Wyatt 7. So if I were you, bro, and they were targeting me, I'd run. I'd run as fast as my feet could take me to the back, all the way to Saskatchewan, to get away from them. But you showed up here tonight. That's brave, Vince. You're putting on a brave face right now, Vince. I like that. But are you really brave? Or are you just stupid? And Heyman drops the mic and he waddles up the ramp. He goes, I see what you're trying to do here, Paulie. You're trying to intimidate me. You're trying to scare me, bro. I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna work. Because if those Wyatt 7 were here, bro, I'd slap each and every one of them in their stupid faces, bro. Susie wanders down, she appears at ringside, and then, of course, Russo spots her and legs it to the back. Jey Uso, I guess, just vanished at some point as well, by the way. But, yeah, then Susie comes out, she hands another one of those VHS tapes to Mauro and Nigel at ringside, and we're going to see what's on that later on tonight. Oh. Chest history for Pistolero. That's not good, because he fucking won this match. So, I hope that doesn't keep him out of action for too long, because that would be bad. But, yeah. It is Pistolero, the former United States Champion, who comes out on top of this match, pinning Karrion Kross to, undershot Solo Sikoa for the TV Championship. That's actually an interesting match, because not only is it Pistolero in his home country, but Solo was the US champion earlier this year, and it was actually Pistolero who beat him for that belt. So history could repeat itself this Saturday at King of the Ring. That's if he can make it with this chest injury. We'll have to see, because the ones that are just vague, like chest injury, like if it said like bruised pec or something, like, yeah, he can work through that. But like it's a vague one that just says chest injury, and I'm not sure if that's going to keep him out for a long time or not. Hopefully not, but I guess if he is out for a long time, Grand Metalik will have to sub in, I don't know, something like that. After that match, we see Vince Russo legging it through the hallways, and he bumps into his boys, Austin Theory, Matt Cardona, Kurt Hawkins, and Chelsea Green. And he starts off, goes, oh, am I glad to see you guys, bro. You know, stuff going down around here, bro. Theory goes, relax, Vince. You know, where were you last week? You know, we were going to take care of those Wyatt savages last week, but you weren't around, bro. You weren't scared, were you? Which goes, no, I was never scared, bro. I was never scared. It's weird because, you know, they attacked us the first week. I don't know what their problem is with us, but they caught me off guard. I'm Austin goddamn Theory. They ain't gonna lay me out. They can be the Wyatt 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It don't matter how many of them are, because I'm A-Town down. I'm the now. I'm the finished article. I'll whip every single one of their asses and send them back to the swamp they came from. Russo goes, I'm glad to hear that, bro. Now, about Paul Lee. Paul Lee seems to be taking a stand against our ruling here, bro. And I want you to know, let you know, that this could get ugly, bro. So I just want to thank you for being on my side, bro. And it's nice to know that I've got 3 top quality athletes. And Chelsea just sort of coughs. There's 4 top quality athletes here by my side in case we need you to take care of that fat son of a bitch, Paulie. And Theory just nods and goes, well, you gave me the opportunity. You brought me back to this company, Vince. My loyalty is with you. And they walk away. When Solo and the Tongans walk up to him. And Solo's just sort of glaring a hole through him. And Russo's like, can I help you, bro? And Tama Tonga goes, we see that Heyman is trying to take back ECW from you. And he sort of like approaches it into Vince Russo's face. He goes, that is what we cannot let happen. Now Solo here, the TV champion, he runs things around here now. He's better than Roman Reigns ever was as far as I'm concerned. This is the new head of the table. And he, along with us, need to make sure that Paul Heyman is put into the dirt. Then they walk off and Russo goes, well, nice to have you by my side too, bro. And then cut backstage, Pistolero's there with Cynthia Crespo, you know, hopefully still fit and ready to go. And they're being interviewed by Kelly Kincaid, and Kelly goes, first of all, congratulations, Pistolero, you picked up a win. You will be going to Mexico City to face off against Solo Sikoa for the LECW Television Championship. And Cynthia Crespo goes, Kelly, you know how hard this has worked, okay? Since back in April when Pistolero lost that United States Championship rematch to Neville, you know, we've sort of been biding our time here on ECW, and then we were ready to take over because Lucha Libre is the exact sort of thing that fits like a glove in ECW. You know, back in the original ECW when Rey Mysterio first burst out, Eddie Guerrero, they all went through ECW, and the current ECW could be the evolution of Lucha Libre in America. But then the show was taken over by some out-of-touch has-been who hasn't done anything noteworthy in about 25 years, and all of a sudden we're left off the show a lot. So when Heyman booked that match last week, because, oh yeah, that's the big reveal, you know, Heyman was the stand-in GM, in case you didn't get that from the ending of last week's show. When Heyman booked that match last week and put us in it, we knew we had to win it. Because now, I don't know, his boy, is he still his boy? I don't know what's going on with the bloodline. Quite frankly, I don't really care. What I know is what's going on with Death from Above, and that's the Pistolero. Back in February, when he became United States Champion, beat Solo Sikoa. And this Saturday, he's going to beat him again in his home country to become the new television champion, actually deliver the new generation of extreme of Lucha Libre here in ECW. If he's healthy. 81. Wrestling rating 81. Crowd rating 81. Segment rating 81. Sure. 81. Sasha Banks beat Sonya Deville with a bank statement at 11-12. 88 for Sasha, 73 for Sonya. So that's just a nice little momentum picking up win for Sasha Banks here ahead of her match with Liv Morgan. Lumberjill match with Liv Morgan at Evolution. We then see Karrion Kross. It's like a weird video, like he's walking backstage after his loss. He sort of like starts grabbing his head. He goes, "No, that wasn't real. You're seeing things." He sort of kicks into his locker room door. It looks all edgy inside there. And he sort of leans his face up against the sink, starts washing his face, looking at himself in the mirror, and he goes, "He's gone. He's gone. Him and Cutler both, they're gone. You're losing it, Karrion. Maybe you were so inclined with the darkness, and you thought you were going to see the light when the Wyatt 7 attacked 2 weeks ago. They're just starting to lose your marbles. Carcass, he's gone. I don't know what was going on and why Kyle O'Reilly was there, but that's why you couldn't win tonight. You're too focused on this. Get your head back in the game, kid, or you're going to start looking like a joke. Carcass, get him out of your head. You don't care about him. You only care about yourself. It was all just an oasis in your mind, Karrion." So yeah, Karrion, still spooked by last week where he saw the quote-unquote tomb of Carcass empty. Is Carcass still out there? Who knows? Heyman's on the phone. He says, "Look, things around here are getting a lot dicey. I'm sure you understand that. You know better than anybody else that things around here aren't going exactly the way they should be. What? I got your number because I was given it. I was asking around because I needed to get into contact with you because we may have never seen eye to eye, but we all have a common enemy here. And if Russo's gonna have people by his side, I'm gonna need allies too. My tribal chief, he's not around. Solo's messing around with the wrong crowd. I think he's getting his brain possessed by those Tongans. And Jimmy, I'll have to call you back." He hangs up, and then Jimmy Uso walks into frame. And they sort of stare down for a couple of seconds. And Heyman just goes, "Jimmy?" And Jimmy goes, "Wise man?" So, recently I've had a lot of time to myself, wise man. And I'm here to say I'm sorry. My actions towards my brother and the tribal chief before WrestleMania, they were out of line. I tried to speak to Jay about him, but, he's been avoiding me, and I hear he's left the arena tonight. So I just thought, it's nice to see you back here, Roos. Tell Roman I said hi. Heyman goes, "Okay, Jimmy. I noted. I'll tell the tribal chief you said hi." And then Jimmy sort of walks off. And Heyman just looks confused as he stares off where Jimmy walked. 82. Let's go. Joman's next defense of the championship takes place. Joe Hendry pins David Fritz with a standing ovation to make defense number 2 of the ECW World Tag Team Championships. 84 for Braun, 76 for Hendry, 82 for Kevin Fritz, 84 for David Fritz. And another big win for Joman over the Fritz brothers of the Paragon. Last week was a really good week for the Paragon, but tonight, not so much, because their first chance to capture a championship comes up short. Joman do keep a hold of the belts. We then see Cedric Alexander. We show a replay of Velocity where he laid out Axiom with a big kick. And he sat, we get him sat in the arena, like him and Ali used to be, but it's just him now. And he goes, "A lot of people saw the way Ali treated me, and they thought it was unjust. Well, that may be true. But Ali, he's a dictator. And he's doing his own thing. He's found his own success around here. He's a Grand Slam champion in this company, and what the hell am I? I'm what? A Cruiserweight champion? 1 time? Tag team champion? 1 time? That's not enough. Maybe Ollie was right to treat me that way because Ollie needed to get my head back into the game. And he's off doing his thing right now. He said he was going to do whatever it took to win. That was great advice. So now, I am going to do what it takes to win. I'm going to regain ground in this damn company. And that starts by reminding the world who the damn hell I am. You see, all those originals from the 205 Live, they're off doing other stuff now. But not me. I'm still here grinding. The ace of this damn place. The ace of this division. Axiom don't get to walk around calling himself the man who's going to bring that Cruiserweight Championship up to the heights it needs to be. Because I'm that guy. I'm not going to let newbies come in here and take my spot. So Mustafa, those days you left me stranded behind in Glasgow, I did let you down. And I'm sorry for them. But now, I'm alive. I've woken up. I'm back in my prime. We then see Florence and Blair Davenport come to the ring. Because it's a tag match. It's Florence and Blair against Jacy Jane and a partner of her choosing. And Jacy comes out. And she goes, "Girls, I've got good news and I've got bad news." You see, even though I kicked the ECW Women's Champion's face in last week, apparently we're still going to have this match tonight. But it's fine, I'll just kick her face in yet again because that's what I do best. Okay? But it turns out that the Paragon's way of doing business around here isn't exactly friendly to the rest of the locker room. I guess they're jealous of our success, or soon-to-be success. So I was asking around everybody in that ECW locker room, top, bottom, and nobody on the ECW women's roster wanted to be my tag team partner tonight against you two. But the good news is, there are some people backstage who aren't a part of the ECW women's roster. And those people would love to be my tag team partner tonight. This is my brutality. Out comes Rhea Ripley, the Liberty Champion. She could, of course, float because, you know, Midcard Championship can float. And yeah, Rhea is the tag team partner of Jacy Jane against Blair Davenport and Florence tonight. Gets an 87. Rhea pins Blair, of course, with a Riptide. 85 for Florence, 77 for Blair Davenport, 91 for Rhea Ripley, and a 71 for Jacy Jane. Jacy and Florence fight on the outside, take each other down, leaving Blair and Rhea in the ring together. Riptide pin, and Rhea Ripley in her cameo here tonight, because she does have a championship match against Candice on Sunday. Yeah. Big win for her. After the match, Rhea is celebrating. She holds her Liberty Championship up high. When she turns around and Florence is in the ring. And she's holding the ECW Women's Championship because she just got from ringside. And she sort of gets in the face of Rhea Ripley. And she sort of like taps the championship on her shoulder. She's like, "This is my division. My roster. You can step in here all you want, but I run this place." And Rhea just looks across at her Liberty Championship. She like holds up nine fingers and goes, "One more to go. And I could take that from you." And then Rhea turns to go and leave. And then as she does, Jacy Jane gets back into the ring and she hits Florence from behind. Florence stumbles forward and hits Rhea Ripley with the belt on the back of the head. Rhea goes forward to the outside of the ring. And then Florence and Jacy Jane start brawling in the ring. Florence grabs Jacy, nails her with that haterade, rain flow. That's what I called it, yeah. Like, takes her head off with that rain flow, picks up her belt, like, waves it in Jacy's face and goes, "I'll keep this, it's mine." Then the crowd starts cheering, turns around, Rhea Ripley boots Florence in the face. And then lays her out of a riptide. And then lays one out to Jacy for good measure. We then get our next Wild 6 video. Uncle Howdy Yeah, we said last week he's the therapist. He's going to be in all of these. And the camera just starts on him and he goes, "So tell me that day, how did it make you feel?" Then we pan across and it is Eric Rowan sat there. And he's sort of just sad. He looks up and goes, "Which one?" Then we get like a couple of Wyatt family, like OGs, Wyatt family segments, like him, Harper, and Bray, like flash on the screen. He goes, "They were my family. Even my own birth family weren't as close as I was to my brothers. The term brother in this business gets said a lot by people who aren't actually blood. But they were my brothers. And 4 years ago, my closest brother was ripped from this earth. And I was devastated. You know, I didn't work here at the time. And I considered never wrestling again. Because what was the point of going on? You know, I was destroyed. You know, with Harper gone, who cares about just Rowan? But I still have my friends. I still have my other brother. Your brother. And then last year, God ripped my heart out once again and took my other brother from me. The things I've been through, they'd kill any normal man. Hell, they almost killed me. But they didn't. Because I sit back, once again, watching people compete in this ring. And both my brothers are gone. And it hits me once again. Who would care about just Rowan? Well, I've answered that question now. You do. You care about just Rowan. And I can't sit back and never do this again, because that isn't finishing what we started 11 years ago. Nah. I've got to get back out there. I've got to make my brothers proud. I've got to remind the world who the damn hell the Wyatt family were. And you help me see the light. Your brother, my brother, his legacy, along with the whole world, are in our hands. And that holds a lot of power. And now all this hurt, this 4 years of hurt that I've had bent up inside of me, I can put that to good use. Not to myself, but to those who need it. Yeah, you know, I said last week, you know, they're not all the real same members as the Wyatt Six, but obviously Eric Rowan is one of them. He's, yeah, you know, he had to be in the group. Like, I'm thinking of who should be in this group. He's the first name that comes to mind. But, yeah, like, I didn't say none of the members were of the original group, but, yeah, his had to be second as well. So, yeah, Eric Rowan, Bo Dallas. It's very similar backstories to real life, basically, with these two. Because, again, yeah, they make sense. I was going to say next week, but we actually don't have any matches announced for next week's episode of ECW. Because, you know, it's the post-pay-per-view show, so a lot of that will be pay-per-view fallout. But we do have a new match set for King of the Ring. It will be the ECW television champion, Solo Sikoa, defending the championship against, hopefully, Pistolero. You'll see the graphic on the screen of, if it's not him, then who it will be. Because if his injury's too bad, then it won't be him. But hopefully he's cleared and ready to go by then. And then, on the Evolution women's side, we do have confirmation now that it will be Florence defending the ECW Women's Championship at Evolution 6 against JC Jane of the Paragon. And Jey Uso will of course be defending his championship at King of the Ring as well. But who will that be against? We're about to find out in our main event. Gets a 90. Adam Cole, baby, delivers big time. He carries Brody King to the best, well, I say best match, but he's already had better tag matches, singles match of his career here in WWE. But it is Adam Cole who puts him down with a last shot in 12:53. So it will be at King of the Ring in Mexico City. Adam Cole challenging main event Jey Uso for the ECW Championship. But the show's not over because Adam Cole, after he picks up the win, he takes the microphone. Who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby? That right there is exactly what these House of Black idiots deserved. They think they can walk around here trying to spook us because they look all gothic and spooky. Listen, boys, those Wyatts, they're doing your job a whole lot better than you are. Because now, look at your boy. Is this your guy at my feet, twice my size, and I put his ass down? But enough about the House of Black. The House of Black don't matter. What matters is this Saturday night, King of the Ring, Mexico City, Arena, Mexico. Jey Uso. Me and Gacy, we beat you in Florence last week. That was only a taste of things what's to come this Saturday night when I put your ass in the ground and become the new ECW champion. Boom. Lights go out. They come back on. Brody King's on his feet. Ciampa, Black, and Kelsey Cook by his side. The entire House of Black in one corner. Adam Cole in the other. And he sort of like slides out of the ring and waits for the rest of the Paragon to come rushing down, which they do. And then, a big fight ensues. House of Black against the Paragon. But, they are outnumbered of the House of Black because there's only 3 of them. Well, 4, but, Gacy and Kelsey Cook cancel each other out. And then, their big man is wounded. So, the Fritzes can take care of him. Ziggler and Cesaro can take care of Ciampa. And Adam Cole can take care of Aleister Black. Or some combination of that. When Jey Uso's music hits and he rushes out from the back. Turns out he was still here this whole time. Jimmy said earlier on he thought he'd left the building. That's not true. He rushes to the ring and he spears Adam Cole. And Adam Cole sells the spear like death. Jay climbs up to the top rope, gets ready to hit that Uso splash. The rest of the Paragon pull Adam Cole to safety. And then the show goes off the air with Jey Uso standing tall. And the House of Black, getting to their feet. It's a very juxtaposing scene of Jey Uso, bright blue and white shirt, yeeting in one corner, and then the House of Black in their black and gothic makeup in the other. But yeah, that's the show. AA Raid show, pretty fine show, yeah. The main story beats obviously are the Heyman and Russo stuff, which I think we did a good job with tonight. And then most of the build for the pay-per-view has been self-explanatory as well. But yeah, we're here. We've only got one more show to go for the pay-per-views, and that's SmackDown coming up next. But of course, before then, I might as well what you thought of the show. Do let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I'll see you next time for that aforementioned SmackDown. See you then. Oh, and Pistolero can work through his chest injury, and it's only 6 days, so he will technically still have it for the pay-per-view, but he can work through it, so yeah, it will be Pistolero and Solo. Yay!